take your call at the moment.
Irene? Irene?
I believe it was Socrates who said.
Aston.
Come in. You can be my audience. Feel free to laugh uncontrollably. I believe it was Socrates who said, always begin a presentation with a quote.
Aston.
What?
I'm not sure about the symposium.
Why?
Well, I don't know that my speech is up to it.
What a shame.
Although I could...
No, no. If you feel so strongly, I will get straight onto the organisers. Yes, hello, this is Dr. Carter. I'm ringing about Dr. Clay. I'm not sure he's going to be able to make the symposium. Are you absolutely sure about that? You're in the programme, and people have already been registering interest on the website.
So?
Well, the organiser made it very clear that if you pulled out, it would not put the mill in a good light.
And my speech will?
I don't think it's as bad as you're making out.
You think it's terrible?
I do not. Tweaks. Tweaks. Some of your speech is really quite outstanding.
Oh, come on, I heard you with Howard last night.
I don't know what you think you heard.
I heard you loud and clear.
You have no choice. You have to do the speech.
Just popping into town now to pick up some brackets. I'll fix it and let you know how I get on. Okay, mate? No, bye.
Excuse me, please. I need you to see if I've run over a pigeon.
Yep, there's no pigeon that I can see.
Are you sure?
Okay, I'll just check again. No, still no pigeon. You got a checking OCD, haven't you?
Thank you for doing this.
Just making sure I get an invite to the house, Maureen. You seem strangely calm, mate.
It's just boxes.
That farm seems to have really sorted you out. Fred's parents okay?
Yeah, seem really pleased for me. Yeah. How's your dad?
Yeah, he's all right, you know. He's a tough cookie. He's got my mum in the physio to kick him back into shape, so...
Well, that's good news.
Yeah. So you okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's done. Let's go.
What are you run over now?
I need to get to Irene's, but there's too many people.
Who's Irene?
My friend, she called me. She's in trouble.
What sort of trouble?
I don't know. She doesn't like answer phones.
So how do you know she's in trouble?
I just do. She gets sad on her own, and she's got an irregular heartbeat.
No offence, but seems to me you have a little bit of a messiah complex. So, where does she live?
Bloxley.
Bloxley? You're going to wait all the way to Bloxley on this thing?
Yes.
How's that working out for you?
It goes too fast.
Well, you could always drive slower.
Well, there's something wrong with the accelerator. I can't go less than 4 miles an hour. You're asking a lot of questions.
Maybe I find you interesting.
Well, if I'm so fascinating, you can walk with me. If you can keep up.
Well, I'm not going to walk 6 miles with you.
I don't want you to.
But,
No, it's fine. No, what's up?
just a case I wanted to ask you about, Mr. Azmi.
Okay. Could you do me a favour, though, first? Could you, just take a look at that? Tell me what you think.
Sure.
You can't tell when you hit something. You can't even see the road in front of you properly. That's why cars are lethal.
We'll take a bus.
Not in a million years. Buses are filthy.
Taxi cab.
Same. And a driver groped me a few years ago. I can walk a bit, but not to Irene's, not with these hips. I'm usually all right in the pavement when they're quiet. Roads, I can't do at all.
Can I ask what treatment you're getting?
What for?
The obsessive compulsive disorder.
Are you a doctor?
Yeah, best kind. GP.
GPs haven't a Scooby about OCD.
Mate, you'd be surprised. I happen to have a friend who's a fellow sufferer.
Ooh. I'm not taking treatment. I have good reason for that, trust me. Now, you can walk with me, but don't try and sort me out.
Yeah, hold on. Just gonna...
Hello?
Jimmy, I have stumbled across the most catastrophic case of OCD. I mean, this makes even you look normal.
Congratulations.
Who is the top CBT therapist in Leatherbridge? Because they have got to get a load of this.
The top, the best is probably Dr. Marsden.
Graham Marsden?
Yeah.
He told me about Birmingham, the man's a legend. He lives in Leatherbridge.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help. Bye.
You probably won't get an appointment, though, not at this short notice.
That's fine.
Really?
That's for a court case, right?
No, it's for a symposium. Look, I know it's bad, but
It's not. It's just...
I feel like I'm in a car and the brakes have failed.
Public speaking's all about confidence, I reckon.
Yeah, it's fine if you asked him.
So, why don't you ask him to help you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Al Haskey. Sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Jimmy Clay suggested I call you.
Ah, I know Jimmy.
Yeah, I work with him at the mill. Dr. Marsden, I've come across this most extraordinary case of OCD, and I thought you might like to have a look at it.
And is the patient seeking professional help?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I may be able to do the week after next.
Actually, I was hoping you could fit us in this afternoon.
Well, not unless I can get here in the next 10 minutes.
We'll be there straight away.
Hello?
Irene needs help, not me. Now, leave me alone.
What are you so scared of?
Nothing.
One thing I do know about OCD, especially extreme OCD like yours, is that it needs professional help.
Oh, I'm not going to see another therapist. No way.
Why not? Surely you're speeding now.
No, I'm going to hit someone.
Well, stop then.
You stop.
That man could change your life.
I don't know when it's safe to go off. Ah!
What happened with the therapist?
No, I'm not telling.
Really? All right.
Oh, wait, please, I'll tell you. It's just the stupid woman made it worse, not better.
How?
Please, I'll tell you, just help me to get off.
All right, this way. Look, stop in the traffic. That's it. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Park. Handbrake. You finished?
Yeah.
Now talk.
She got rid of my compulsions. And I got a load more new ones. They were much, much more horrible. Every day was a long nightmare. I can't go anywhere near Potpourri now.
This man knows what he's doing. If you don't like him, you can walk away. And what have you got to lose?
What about Irene?
Do you not think that if she was really in trouble, she wouldn't have just called an ambulance?
Maybe she was just upset.
What you got was a sales call, nothing more. Trust me.
Will you come with me to check on Irene?
Of course I will.
Promise.
Scouts on her.
Okay.
Mirror signal maneuver.
Those lucky enough to make fat fees on the after-dinner speech circuit swear by the principles of Cicero.
Who?
One of the greatest orators the world has ever known.
Was he around later?
Prove, amuse, and delight was his mantra. Now, Karen was right. Start with a joke. Something self-effacing.
A joke about life as a police surgeon?
Yes, you must have some funny anecdotes.
No.
A pun?
No.
A pithy proverb?
No.
We'll go online, there are websites for that sort of thing.
Fine, what else?
Now, the important thing is that the audience believes that the speaker is enjoying himself.
Well, that's exactly my point.
And this starts with body language. Now, stand on this. Say your first line.
Afternoon, my name is Dr. Jimmy Clay from the Mill Health Centre in Leatherbridge.
Okay. Now, I want you to imagine that the audience are stretched out in a semicircle. And I want you to look at every face and smile.
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 Oh, forget this.
You have to.
Why? Because it'll make you look even better.
We leave in 10 minutes.
Most people in the world assume that somebody else will take responsibility and sort things out. But what if they don't? I think I'd rather just care. What do you do with that thing all the time?
Look stuff up.
Every few seconds, fiddling away. You're worse than me.
It's research. And look how many hits Dr. Marsden's got. Oh, and here's the real thing. Dr. Marsden, Dr. Al Haskey.
Okay. And this is...
What is your name?
Beth.
Beth.
Beth Harris.
Delighted to meet you, Beth. Can I possibly ask you to fill this in and then just let me know when you're done, okay? So, you're with Jimmy Clay.
For my sins.
How is he?
It's all right. I mean, nothing compared to a... What's that?
What do you make of the mill?
Oh, it's all right. I'm hoping to branch out, but for the moment it'll do.
I think that's your patient.
Just be a sec. What are you doing?
He had potpourri.
Oh, I'll get him to move it.
Irene needs me.
I'm so sorry. Some people are their own worst enemy.
I imagine she had a bad experience with her last therapist. OCD is often treated like some kind of freak show. But to treat it properly, I believe, requires considerable empathy. But I'm sure I would have told you that on your course.
What advice would you have given her?
Miss Harris specifically, I can't say. What I often do, though, is tell my patients to do the most difficult thing imaginable. When their OCD is screaming at them to be cautious, to be clean, to be oversensitive to others, to be scrupulously honest, I'll tell them to do the opposite.
That Beth is terrified of roads. I mean, like, she constantly needs reassurance that she hasn't killed something.
Oh, she should drive like a madman.
And she'd never do that. Not in a million years. What are the pavements like around Bloxley?
I've no idea. I imagine it's mostly country lanes.
Right. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, Dr. Marston.
No, no, not at all. Take care.
A friend once, so, once, if, no. A friend once said to me, Jimmy, how many death certificates have you signed off for dead people? And I said, all my death certificates are signed off for dead people. It's not gonna work, is it? It's not gonna work.
What are you doing, you strange person?
Well, I can't leave it. Somebody will get a puncture and they'll crash.
Look, give it to me.
What?
Have you cut yourself?
Oh, it's all right. Ouch.
It's all right.
I'm beginning to wonder if you fancy me.
I promised to make sure that Irene was okay. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Irene! Irene! Hello? Hello? Irene? Oh my goodness. What's happened? I slipped on the grass. My back's gone.
Okay, let me have a look.
How long have you been like this?
At least 10 minutes. What on earth are you doing here?
I just knew you needed me. And I was right.
You were?
Who's this?
This is Al. He's a doctor.
GP.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I think it was Socrates who said, always begin a speech with a quotation. But then again, what did Socrates know about anything? Socrates, it's a tough crowd. He's looking worried, but you needn't, because this is going to be really good. So anyway, speaking of quotations, as we were, when I asked my colleagues what they thought about the loss of the PCT, the comments range from apathy to utter relief, which is how you're going to feel when I sit down. Is it me or is it hot in here? Anyway. So, yeah.
Are you going to go with them too?
No, I'll get a taxi. Can I give you one small piece of advice, even though it does come from a GP?
Go on.
You don't need to get a lift with them. You can make it home all by yourself.
Oh, I can't. What if I get mowed down or stuck somewhere? What would happen to me then?
Well, you'd call me.
What if I hit something?
Well, let me tell you something. You are going to hit many things. Spiders, ants, flies. You're going to kill time and again. But I reckon you should set your sights higher. You know, aim for a little small bird or a fluffy bunny rabbit. I mean it. And if you do get stuck, you can call me on this number and I'll call an ambulance. What have you got to lose? But if you can make it home on this beast, I think you'll feel pretty good.
Will you keep your phone on?
It's never off.
Right. Doctor.
Happy trails.
What are you doing?
Left the front door open.
Look at this place!
Wow, lesbians nest quicker than straight girls.
We're here for the housewarming.
Yeah, we got sick and tired of waiting for the invite.
We got pizza!
Beer. And because you can't move to the countryside.
Oh. Ta-da! I don't know what to say.
Put some music on, girl.
Yay, let's have a party!
Party time.
Woo!
Right, open them sweet.
So, without further ado, Dr. Jimmy Clay.
Sorry, it's fairly nerve-wracking. Just, as a police surgeon, sorry, I've got a voice in my head, and it's telling me, screaming at me, it's telling me that this is the scariest thing I've ever done. And I've got another voice that's a lot quieter, and it's telling me not to be such an idiot because you lot aren't going to hurt me. My name is Dr. Jimmy Clay, and I have OCD, which means a lot of voices in my head telling me lots of things that I don't really want to listen to lots of the time. It can get a bit noisy. I should hear it on a really bad day. Living with OCD is, it's like living with a con artist in your head, inside your head, all day, every day. It's tricky, sneaky, gives you a million logical reasons why to obsess or to panic. Try my best to ignore it, but it can be very persuasive, very persuasive. And at times, I find it completely crippling to work with, to live with, to love with, to try to love with.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I've never lived on my own. Really? No. Do you know something else? I have never been to a bar by myself in my life.
What?
Yeah. That's what a long-term boyfriend does for you.
You have got some serious living to do.
I'm ready to start.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go out by myself and see what happens as soon as I can.
You probably have the best night of your life.
Just hold her a minute, mate, yeah? Look, that's great. Thanks, mate.
So, over time, with the right people to help, I've learned that there are ways of living with OCD, and I don't just mean coping with it, I mean living well. I hold it together just fine in a place of work. I'm pretty proud about that. And I can honestly say that I have lots of friends who rely on me to keep them sane, so... It's powerful. It's incurable. OCD can easily take over your life, no question. I suppose if there's anything important to say, then it's this. It doesn't have to. Thank you.
Is it true you got one of those infinity pools?
What business is it of yours?
Then there was Carl, who could identify 80 different types of tractor just by listening to the engine sounds.
No comment.
Did he let you borrow it?
I didn't do no borrowing.
You've got no driving licence and no insurance.
Oh, you can tell it's dead classy. There's no pictures on the menu.
It's not a kebab van.
New to BBC1 tonight.